This is TV3 KTVK Phoenix. From TV3 in Phoenix, this is Arizona's Total News with Ray Thompson and Evelyn Thompson, meteorologist Jim Howell, and Jim Jeffrey with sports.
Good evening. Some hopeful indications tonight that the Interstate 10 freeway bridge could reopen in 3 weeks. That word from the state transportation engineer. His deputy told Total News that extensive testing has turned up no apparent structural damage to the bridge. The major problem has been scouring or lowering of the riverbed around some of the bridge supports. That's why workers have been building rock dams around the piers to divert the water flow. And the engineers tell us that as soon as the water flow stops, they will be able to quickly inspect and reinforce the bridge footings.
Total News has learned that the state is looking into the possibility of letting motorists use the Hohokam Expressway Bridge across the Salt River. That bridge was built 2 years ago west of 48th Street, but access roads were never used because of flood damage in 1978. It appears the main structure of the bridge has suffered no damage from the recent floods. Approaches, however, have been wiped out. The state needs more tests on the bridge and must examine the economics of building access roads again. Officials will be doing that next week. If anything is done with the Hohokam Bridge, it'll have to be short-term. State transportation people say what the city of Phoenix plans to do with the Salt River bed could affect the future of the Hohokam Bridge and its access road.
The state is now pegging damage from the recent flooding at $60 to $70 million. That's for the entire state and is being called a conservative estimate. Huge military helicopters are continuing to airlift food and other supplies to 6,000 Navajo Indians in northeastern Arizona. The Indians were cut off from the rest of the world after heavy rains on the giant reservation made roads impassable. This afternoon, helicopter crews from Luke Air Force Base in Phoenix flew in canned foods, hay, and other supplies to the 1,500 Navajos living in the Black Mesa area. The people there are without telephone or radio contact, and there is no electricity. We're told for some of those families, these are the first provisions they have had in more than 2 weeks. This is the third winter that the Navajos have been isolated by winter storms. The emergency airlifts will continue through